Alright, good evening to our audiences. Welcome to our forum on tips and hacks to live a healthy life. I'm Lim Han Ying, who serves as a moderator today, and I'm currently a Bachelor degree of Science in Statistics student. I'm sure that we are all concerned about having a quality life, starting from practicing a healthy lifestyle. So today in our forum, we are honored to share with you some tips to practice a healthy lifestyle. So before we move to our discussion, please allow me to invite our dear panelists to introduce themselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Chang Hor Yee. I'm currently a second year actuarial science student.
Hi everyone, my name is Wong Zhang, and I'm currently a year 2 student pursuing Bachelor degree of Science in Architecture.
Hello guys, my name is Cricton, and I'm currently a second year mechanical engineering student in UKM.
Alright, so once again, welcome our dear panelists and thank you for spending your precious time with us today. Health is an aspect of life that is essentially one of the important risk factors in basic human performance. Health contributes to a general well-being and overall lifestyle. In order for a person to enjoy a quality of life, good health habits must be achieved because basic health determines what a person can do. It is undeniably that the public should practice a healthy lifestyle regardless of their ages or occupation. However, there's a lot of studies and research that have illustrated that most of the university students they have poor practice of healthy lifestyle. They are not aware about the consequences of unhealthy lifestyle towards their health as well as their academic performance. So that's why we are here today to capture your attention by discussing the aspect that outline a healthy lifestyle, not just focusing on physical health, but also include mental health itself. So within this 1 hour period, we are going to break this forum into 4 distinct chunks. Basically, discussion on balanced diet, regular exercise, sleep quality, and leisure activities, respectively. So without further ado, let's get right into our forum by discussing a balanced diet. What's meant by a balanced diet? A balanced diet contains a variety of foods in certain quantities or proportions so that the needs for calories, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and some alternative nutrients that is sufficient for our body to function properly. In addition, a balanced diet should also offer bioactive phytochemical substances such as dietary fiber, antioxidants, and some nutraceuticals that have positive effects on our health. According to Narayana Health, a balanced diet should offer around 60 to 70% of total calories from carbohydrates, 10 to 12% of those from protein, and 20 to 25% of total calories from fat. We understand that university is a particularly challenging setting in which it is really difficult for students to maintain a good nutrition. Most students have time constraints that make buying, preparing, and eating healthy food a difficult task. So there's a distinct move towards fast food that fulfill the students' need for a fast buy of food between classes. In fact, many fast foods are very high in fat and sodium, which can be a burden to our health. Although the importance of having a balanced diet has been raised frequently by those scientists, nutritionists, and even doctors, but yet it is still being ignored by a lot of people, especially youngsters. They always take their good health for granted. They are so preoccupied with a hectic life, studies, and family matters that make their health seem less essential than many others' daily things that they have to do in their daily routine. So in this case, as university students, we ourselves actually confront such challenges as well. Consequently, we can see a very worrying situation in which these youngsters they actually face obesity, diabetes, and some other related health issue apparently arising during their middle age. So without wasting time, I would like to invite our panelists to talk about the benefit and tips of having a balanced diet and some useful nutritional facts that we all should get to know. So let's get started with the sharing from Hor Yee first.
So, what happens if we do not follow a balanced diet? The consequences of not following a balanced diet certainly includes obesity, hypertension, high cholesterol, and even coronary diseases, as well as diabetes. Aside from the genetic causes, the main cause of these diseases is obviously an unbalanced and unhealthy diet. According to World Health Organization, Malaysia has the highest rate of obesity and overweight among all the Asian countries, with 64% of male and 65% of female population being either obese or overweight. One of the consequences of being obese is the prevalence of diabetes among adults has increased from 11.6% to 17.5% over a period of 9 years. Moreover, the prevalence of hypertension remains high at around 30%. And also, we have to know that there are more than 50% of diabetes or hypertension are undiagnosed. This shows that without following a balanced and healthy diet, the implications are a series of chain reactions resulting in us ending up in a poor health condition. On the other hand, following a balanced and healthy diet allows us to reap a plenty of benefits from it. One of the main reasons we should follow a balanced diet is to maintain a healthy weight. This way, we can prevent ourselves from being obese and in turn minimize our risk of getting diseases. A healthy diet ensures our blood pressure level being stable, blood sugar level regulated, and also keep our cholesterol level controlled. We can also take good care of our health by ingesting necessary minerals from certain food in our daily meals. Furthermore, a healthy diet also allows us to maintain strong bones and teeth, which prevent us from getting tooth decay and osteoporosis. Besides, eating healthily also enables us to have a better mood and energy level. As the saying goes, you are what you eat. If we consume a healthy, balanced diet, certainly we will feel better and more energized. Furthermore, if you eat properly, then it means your body is getting all of the nutrition it needs to function properly, which it will improve your energy level. This is very important for us, especially the students who are under constant stress in their studying, and also the adults who may face a stressful work environment. Having an improved mood and elevated energy level is a prerequisite for us to carry out our daily tasks effectively. Next, we can also improve our memory and brain health by eating a balanced and healthy diet. Eating healthily increases the blood flow to the brain, which carries vital nutrition to our brain for it to function at its maximum capacity. These increased blood flows also help to prevent brain diseases like Alzheimer's disease, as well as other cognitive decline. Hence, each and every one of us will have to make sure that we are having a healthy and balanced diet.
Now, we will move on to tips of maintaining a healthy diet. Firstly, we should eat a variety of food as in the food pyramid. We should consider focusing our diet in consuming a mix of whole grains like wheat, maize, and rice, as well as plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables, together with some protein from animal sources such as meat, fish, eggs, and milk. We should choose whole grain foods like unprocessed maize, millets, oats, wheat, and brown rice, as they are rich in valuable fiber and can help us feel full for a longer time. Next, we should also limit our daily sugar intake. Excess added sugar can be a threat to our health, and getting it in liquid form is even worse. The problem with liquid sugar is that your brain doesn't even compensate for the calories by eating less of other foods. In other words, your brain doesn't register these calories, making you eat more calories overall. Of all the junk food, sugar sweetening drinks are likely the most fattening. When students are doing their work, most of them would like to have some snacks. The best food that we should have for their snacks are fresh fruits instead of sweet snacks such as cookies, cakes, or chocolate. Other dessert options should be chosen, and we need to make sure that they are low in sugar and are consumed in small portions. Thirdly, we must never skip our breakfast. Studies shows that skipping breakfast detracts from scholastic achievements. When there isn't time to sit down or to enjoy your morning meal, at least grab a bun, a piece of fruit, and some juice. Most of these items can be easily found in your house. Students who eat a healthy breakfast tend to have a better concentration than students who skip breakfast altogether. When the day starts with breakfast, students can focus on the task at hand better and become less distracted by outside influences or other students. Furthermore, we should also eat plenty of food that is rich in calcium. Calcium is essential for all kinds of things like blood clotting, muscle and nerve function, healthy teeth, and strong bones. Students in their early 20s need to build up stores of calcium in their bodies to prevent osteoporosis later in their lives. If you don't like milk, try to include ample amounts of low-fat yogurt, low-fat cheese, or leafy vegetables in your diet. Lastly, we should avoid distracted eating. Nowadays, students are probably all guilty of eating while watching TV or surfing the internet, either to catch their favorite TV show or a sport event that they just can't miss. Eating when we are distracted, such as when we are on our electronics, means that we are more likely to overeat. This is because we are not paying attention to our hunger or our fullness level. We are paying more attention to what we are watching or doing, such as our TV, rather than what when our body is saying it's full. Thus, students should try to take at least a 10-minute break to just sit and enjoy the meals.
Alright, next I will share some nutrition facts. First, some people believe that having smaller, more frequent meals may help them lose weight. However, some studies suggest that meal size and frequency have no effect on fat burning or body weight. Eating every 2 to 3 hours is inconvenient and completely unnecessary for most people. Just eat when you are hungry and be sure to choose healthy food will do. Most people focus too much on weight gain or loss. The truth is, health goes beyond that. Many obese people are metabolically healthy, while many normal weight people have the same metabolic problems associated with obesity. Focusing just on body weight is counterproductive. It's possible to improve health without losing weight and vice versa. It appears that the area where fat builds up is important. The fat in your abs is associated with metabolic problems, while the fat under your skin is mostly a cosmetic problem. Therefore, reducing belly fat should be a priority for health improvement. The fat under your skin or the number on the scale doesn't matter as much. Next, organic or gluten-free doesn't mean healthy. There are many health trends in the world today. Both organic and gluten-free fruit is becoming increasingly popular. However, just because something is organic or gluten-free doesn't mean that it's healthy. You can make junk foods from organic ingredients just as well as non-organic ones. Food that are naturally gluten-free are fine, but gluten-free processed food are often met with unhealthy ingredients that might even be worse than their gluten-containing counterparts. The truth is, organic sugar is still sugar and gluten-free junk food is still junk food. There are many different weight loss supplements on the market, and they almost never work. They claim to lead to magical results, but fail when put the test in studies. Even for the few that work, the effect is too small to really make a noticeable difference. The truth is, the best way to lose weight and keep it off is to adopt a healthy lifestyle change.
I see. So thank you for such informative sharing from our dear panelists. I believe that after knowing all these benefits and tips, some sort of nutritious breakfast list have come across our audience's mind right now, right? But before that, please stay with us patiently till the end of the forum. Previously, we have been talking about having a balanced diet, and so in the upcoming session, we are going to further discuss about regular exercise. So undoubtedly, most of us are very mindful of the need to exercise, particularly youth who are exposed to a lot of gym or fitness amenities nowadays. However, how many of us really persevere to do exercise regularly every week? And do you know that before we start doing exercise, we should be able to determine our current body conditions. In this case, we can use BMI and body fat percentage as references. BMI is a very simple and is commonly used index to classify overweight and obesity. It is calculated by simply dividing our body mass in kilograms by the square of our height in meter. The healthy BMI for Asians is between 18.5 to 24.9, and below 18.5 it is classified as underweight. 25 to 29.9 is considered as overweight, while 30 and above is obesity. A BMI in the lower range signals that someone could be malnourished. Maybe your body isn't properly absorbing the nutrients, or perhaps you are just not getting enough calories to support your activity level. Conversely, having a BMI on the higher end alerts that your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers are just higher than those who have a normal BMI. So therefore, it is really essential to keep our BMI in a normal range. Furthermore, the body fat percentage represents the total amount of fat mass in our body. A healthy body fat percentage for Asian men is around 10 to 21%, while it is 20 to 34% for Asian women. So if your body fat percentage is too low, then your resistance towards the diseases and the energy levels are comparatively lower, and you are at a risk of health issues. If your body fat percentage is too high, then you have a higher risk of getting diabetes and other health problems, especially cardiovascular issues. So it is therefore really vital to measure that, to make sure that your body fat percentage can be stay in a healthy range. The easiest way to calculate it is just by going to the nearest pharmacy that provide a tracking service for the body fat percentage. So by combining both BMI and body fat percentage, we can now have the overall idea about our current fitness level. Subsequently, we can arrange and practice a set of exercises that is best suited to our current body condition. So till now, I believe that most of the audiences are eagerly waiting for a sharing session from our panelists, right? So now, I would like to spare the time for them to highlight the types, steps, and some benefits of exercises. Dear panelists, please.
Alright, so basically, there are two types of exercise, which are aerobic exercise and also anaerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise is a light activity which you can sustain for a long period. Aerobic exercise will produce energy using a continuous supply of oxygen to sustain the current activity level without needing additional energy from another source. During aerobic exercise, you will breathe faster and deeper than when your heart rate is at rest. We are maximizing the amount of oxygen in the blood. When your heart rate goes up, increasing blood flow to the muscle and back to the lungs. Jogging, swimming, basketball, and badminton are some examples of aerobic exercise that you can carry out daily. This type of exercise can help to improve your stamina. For anaerobic exercise, it is bursts of activity for short periods. Anaerobic exercise prompts your body to demand more energy than your aerobic system can produce. During anaerobic exercise, your body requires immediate energy. It will rely on the stored energy sources rather than oxygen to fuel itself. That includes breaking down of glucose. Thus, you will burn more calories in a shorter period. Some examples of anaerobic exercise are like weightlifting, sprinting, and also high intensity interval workout, which is currently very popular. However, if your overall fitness level is low, it is recommended to start with aerobic exercise only. Then you might add some anaerobic exercise in your exercise plan when your fitness level has improved. The optimum exercise plan is a combination of aerobic exercise and anaerobic exercises.
So, What is next after we have our exercise plan? We need to make sure that we can make exercise our daily habit. Here are some tips for you. Firstly, set a time. Decide whether you are more likely to stick with it in the morning or lunchtime or evening and stick with that time. If you don't set a time, you're more likely to put it off until you have more time or energy and then put it off until the next day. Soon, it's not a habit at all. Second, send yourself a reminder. There are many ways to send yourself a notification, email, or text reminder so that you will never forget. Then, when you get the reminder, do it right away. Don't brook any delays. Next, start small. This is perhaps one of the most useful suggestions of all. When people start exercising, they always begin with exercises that require high fitness level or high intensity. However, doing too much in the beginning leads to burnout, which leads to quitting your habit. When you first try to make exercise a daily routine, chances are your body won't be used to that kind of stress. The key is to only do around 20 minutes in the beginning and take it nice and slow, nothing hard. Even 10 to 15 minutes is fine at first if you're starting. The key is to get out there, get your body slowly used to exercising daily, and form that habit. Fourth, progress later. Once your body is used to daily exercise, you can slowly start to increase the amount and intensity of your activity. Wait at least 2 weeks before starting to increase. That's the minimum your body needs to adjust. Once it begins to feel way too easy, you can start increasing your workout lengths, from 30 to 40 minutes and eventually up to an hour. Once you do that, you can eventually increase the intensity, like running faster or harder. Fifth, make it pleasurable. If you associate if you associate a habit with pain, you will shy away from it. But if it's fun, you will look forward to doing it. Try listening to music or watching TV while you exercise. Also, mix things up a little bit. If you stick with just one type of exercise, you might get bored. Try doing a combination of different activities.
Next, I would like to elaborate more about the benefits of regular exercise. First, as we all know, it helps to control body weight. Our body spends energy in three ways: digesting food, exercising, and maintaining food body functions. Regular exercise has been shown to increase our metabolic rate, burn more calories, and lose weight. Exercise is also crucial to support fast metabolism and burning more calories per day. Then, it can help us strengthen bonds and muscles. Regular exercise can help kids and teens build strong bonds. This is because exercise helps release hormones that promote the ability of our muscles to absorb amino acids. This helps them to grow and reduces their breakdown later in life. It can also slow the loss of bone density that comes with age. Doing muscle strengthening activities can help increase or maintain muscle mass and strength. Third, exercise helps us sleep better. Sorry. Regular physical activity, regardless of whether it is aerobic or a combination of aerobic or resistance training, can help us sleep better and feel more energized during the day. Fourth, it can improve our mental health and mood. Our body releases chemicals that can improve our mood, make us feel more relaxed so we can deal with stress and reduce our risk of depression. Interestingly, it doesn't matter how intense the workout is. It seems that our mood can benefit from exercise no matter the intensity of the physical activity. Fifth, it can reduce our risk of chronic disease. Lack of regular physical activity is a primary cause of chronic disease. Regular exercise has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, cardiovascular fitness, and body composition, yet decrease blood pressure and blood sugar level. Thus, daily physical activity is essential to maintain a healthy weight and reduce chronic disease.
All right, thank you for such interesting sharing on regular exercise. I believe that this could help to promote an energetic society. Probably some audiences might be busy looking around for the dumbbells right now. All right, so next we will focus on sleep quality. Sleep quality is slightly different from sleep quantity. Sleep quantity measures how much sleep a person can obtain each night, while sleep quality measures how well a person can sleep. Measuring sleep quality is actually quite simple, as it is really quick to determine if you are getting the recommended amount of sleep per night, which is usually 7 to 9 hours for adults. And on the other hand, measuring sleep quality is a little more of an art than a science. Typically, it can be classified as a good sleep quality if a person can fall asleep within 30 minutes after getting bed and sleep straight through the whole night, waking up no more than once per night, and he is able to sleep the recommended number of hours based on his age group. Last but not least, the person will feel rested, restored, and energized upon waking up in the morning. I understand that it's such a frustrating experience when you often feel tired and groggy in the morning, even on the nights that you have gotten enough sleep. But they may be just a very simple explanation, which is you have poor sleep quality. So actually, figuring out that a person is not getting enough sleep is very easy. Other than those signs, vice versa to those good sleep quality that I have mentioned earlier, the most significant sign is that a person will feel tired and has difficulty to concentrate during the day. He may need to drink more caffeine in order for him to stay alert. Moreover, if a person is having poor sleep quality, his skin is breaking up and his eyes are puffy, red, or developing dark circles. He will feel hungry more often and feel more stressed out, emotionally exhausted, and angrier than usual. So there's a related study that we have found about the sleep quality among undergraduate students done by UPM in 2018. It is surprising that 95.1% of the respondents they have poor sleep qualities, with the prevalence of poor sleep qualities is about 70.6%. The majority, which is 35.5% of those who have poor sleep quality, are aged above 21 years old. Mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and stress, and unhealthy lifestyle have shown a significant effect towards sleep quality of the respondents. So, by seeing all these shocking numbers, we are concerned about the consequences of poor sleep qualities towards today's youngsters. So, hence, I would like to invite our panelists to share their opinions regarding benefits of good sleep quality, reason for poor sleep quality, and some ways to improve our sleep quality. So without further ado, may I have Hoye to share her point of view first?
Sure. A good night's sleep is vital to our physical health and emotional well-being. That's why the benefits of good sleep should never be underestimated, and getting a proper rest on a regular basis isn't just a good idea, it is an essential one. This is because sleep helps to reduce stress. If our body doesn't get enough rest, it can react by producing an elevated level of stress hormone, which is a very common result in today's fast-paced lifestyle. So, a deep and regular sleep can help to prevent this and place us in a better mood. Moreover, sleep can also improve our memory. Ever notice that when you are really tired, it is harder to remember things? Basically, this is your brain telling you that you are not getting enough sleep. When we sleep well, our body may be resting, but our brain is busy organizing and storing memory. So, get more quality sleep will help us to remember and process things better. Also, sleep can lower our blood pressure. Higher blood pressure increases our chances of getting heart attack and stroke. But getting plenty of restful sleep encourages a constant state of relaxation that can help to reduce blood pressure and generally keep it under control. This is then helps to keep our heart healthy. A regular sleep pattern can help to lower the levels of stress and inflammation to our cardiovascular system, which can in turn to reduce our chances of getting a heart condition. Furthermore, sleep can also help our body to fight back. While we are sleeping, our body is producing extra protein molecules that can strengthen our ability to fight against the infection. So, if you are feeling a little bit run down and you don't want it to turn into a full blown cold, go to bed early and get a lot of rest. Lastly, sleep can also help us to maintain our weight. Unfortunately, sleep will not directly make us to lose weight, but it can help us by keeping it under control with regulating the hormones that affect our appetite and reducing our cravings for high-calorie foods.
So, you might be wondering, what causes poor sleep quality? Poor sleep quality can impair your focus, worsen your mood, and is even linked to an increased risk of Alzheimer's diseases. So, what are the reasons for poor sleep quality? Some potential causes include like poor sleep hygiene, stress, sleep apnea, or other chronic health condition or sleep disorder. Firstly, poor sleep poor sleeping habits like having a irregular sleep schedule or consuming too much caffeine or alcohol can interfere with your sleep quality. In a study of nursing students, smoking and daily coffee consumptions were two of the largest factors associated with poor sleep quality. Alcohol also disturbs your sleep, even though it's considered a sedative. Secondly, poor mental health, whether it's from increased stress or depression or anxiety disorder, also it contributes to poor sleep quality. Problematically, sleep deprivation and the resulting insomnia worsens these conditions, creating a vicious cycle. Next, certain chronic health conditions are associated with poor sleep patterns and less sleep overall. This includes like chronic lung diseases, asthma, acid reflux, or chronic pain. Unfortunately, as with stress and anxiety, poor sleep quality can exacerbate the conditions and discomfort felt with this. A person with sleep apnea experiences temporary lapses in breathing during their sleep, resulting in gasping, choking, or snoring noises. Even if they don't sleep, even if they don't consciously wake up, their brain has to kickstart breathing again, disrupting sleep quality. Sleepiness and a lack of energy are two of the most common complaints of individuals with sleeping apnea. Lastly, because they occur in your sleep, some sleeping disorders go undiagnosed until a person seeks care for other symptoms like poor sleep quality or a sleeping partner alerts them to their symptoms. For example, individuals with periodic limb movement disorder or PLMD experience involuntary jerking movements in their legs while they sleep, resulting in reduced sleep quality and fatigue or poor concentration during the day.
Alright, next I'll share some tips to improve our sleep quality. Fortunately, improving our sleep quality may be as simple as improve our sleep hygiene. Just like dental hygiene involves regularly brushing and flossing to maintain our teeth, sleep hygiene is all about practicing good habits that help us get good sleep consistently. Here are some ideas to improve sleep quality. Firstly, stop watching television or using phone for at least 30 minutes before your bedtime. Electronic devices emit bright blue light that our brain perceives as sunlight, triggering it into delaying sleep and keeping us awake longer than we like. Next, transform our bedroom into a dark, quiet, and cool oasis. Set our thermostat to somewhere in the 20 to 24 degrees Celsius and use blackout curtains to further relax our senses. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day also can help to improve our sleep quality. Following a consistent sleep schedule trains our brain to recognize when it's time to sleep and when it's time to wake up. Make sure our sleep schedule allows for enough time to sleep. Adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Select activities that relax and calm us, like taking a warm bath, listening to an audiobook, or journaling. Performing these activities in the same order every night creates a pattern for our brain to recognize them as the prelude to sleep. Next, limit our caffeine and alcohol intake. Both of these substances can stay in our system for some time and disrupt our sleep quality. Avoid drinking alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime and caffeine within 5 hours. If you still have trouble sleeping after implemented these suggestions, please talk to your doctor. They might recommend other lifestyle changes, therapies, or medications that can improve your sleep quality.
All right. Thank you to our panelists. We hope that this could impress you guys about the importance of sleep quality and no more ignorance on it from now on. As mentioned earlier, a healthy lifestyle is not just restricted to physical health, but also focuses on mental health itself. Lack of either one of them will bring detrimental effects to an individual, to a family, or even to a country. University students are a group of individuals that we are currently worried about their mental health. This is because there are a lot of news regarding suicide cases and mental disorder have been reported as they cannot bear with the stress mainly come from their studies. So that's why in this session we decide to share some information and ways to handle the stressful emotion by doing numerous relaxing leisure activities in our daily life. So let's begin by truly understand what leisure activities are. According to the Free Dictionary website, leisure activities are things that we carry out mainly for pleasure, relaxation, or the other emotional satisfaction purposes. Anything that we ourselves willing to do in our spare time for the main purposes of enjoyment can be considered as leisure activities. Or in simple terms, it's just refer to our hobbies such as reading novels, listening to music, or gardening. So I think most of you are quite curious to know more about it, right? So let's invite our panelists to deliver some useful information right now. Please.
Alright, as Han Ying said, our mental health also need to be taken care of. I'm sure that leisure activity is one of the best way to preserve our mental health. Leisure activity can help to preserve our mental health by boosting our self-esteem. Doing leisure activities regularly will help us to connect with our inner self and thus providing a sense of self-worth. Through leisure activities, we can learn how to appreciate ourselves, which helps to eliminate any negative thoughts. A boosted self-esteem also benefits our daily lives in many other ways. People will find us to be more attractive when we have a high self-esteem, and negative things like drugs will never find a place in our lives. Although low self-esteem itself isn't a mental problem, but they are closely linked. Therefore, leisure activities can help to preserve our mental health by boosting our self-esteem. Besides that, leisure activities also help to improve our social and communication skills, which are important for our mental health. This is because leisure activities can help to bring people together. As humans, we strive to interact with others, and the relationship we have with those around us help define us as humans. Hanging out with other individuals who shares a common interest as ourselves helps to provide a sense of belonging to promote our self-worth as we open up and socialize with the rest. Socializing with others also helps in preserving our mental health, as we can release all of our pent-up stress and frustration by talking to others. Last but not least, leisure activities help in reducing our stress and also preventing depression. Doing something that we truly enjoy acts as a temporary means of escape from the constant pressure of living in the outside world. For instance, some of us might enjoy watching movies, whereas others might enjoy drawing. The point is to shift our focus into things that can relax our mind. With the help of leisure activities, we can release all of our stress or pressure that are building up within us. Leisure activities also act as a distraction from negative thoughts that occasionally pop up in someone's mind, especially when the goings get tough. This is all the more important to ensure our mental health is in good condition, and therefore, it can be concluded that the leisure activities really benefit our health, especially our mental health.
One may wonder which leisure activity provides the most benefit for our mental health. Unfortunately, there is no ultimate answer to that question. In It actually depends on what we ourselves truly enjoy doing the most, and what activities can provide solace for our tired minds, exhausted from the constant pressure of living in the outside world. There are plenty of activities that can be carried out in our free time for us to get a peace of mind. Some popular examples of leisure activities are baking, gardening, or listening to music. Even recreational activities like jogging, fishing, or swimming can also be considered as leisure activities. But leisure activities are not limited to such common activities. Some people enjoy doing things that others could only dream of or would normally stay away from as far as possible, which is, you can call that those unique leisure activities. A few examples of unique leisure activities would be like puppetry, photography, or even parkour, though they normally would require like more commitment than your average leisure activity. Bear in mind that anything that we do in our free time can be a leisure activity, as long as we truly enjoy doing them, given that we can afford to do so and we do not bring harm to ourselves or others. No leisure activities are equal, but the main purpose of these leisure activities remains the same, which is to relax and have a good time.
You might wonder what is the consequences if we are lack of leisure activities. A lack of leisure activities in our daily lives may seem harmless at first glance, but it could actually lead to some dire consequences. Without a way for us to release stress and tension, it could build up and eventually eat away our mental health. This could lead to mental disorders like depression and anxiety. Without leisure activities to connect us with the outside world, we may feel isolated, and this alone would be too much to bear for our mental health well-being. Besides that, a lack of leisure activities also deprives us of our way to escape from boredom or constant pressure, which is like taking away our freedom. Eventually, one may crumble under this ever-growing pressure and suffer a mental breakdown, sometimes even driving one to insanity. Therefore, the importance of leisure activities must not be underestimated and must be a vital part of our daily lives.
I see. All right. Thank you once again to all the panelists for delivering such a great information. We have almost come to the end of our forum, but before that, we have a few questions from the floor. So let's pick some of them for our panelists to answer. So let's have a look at the questions. All right. The first question is, can video games be a leisure activity? So is there any panelists who would like to answer this question?
Well, I mean, of course it is, as long as it helps you release tension and stress. However, you should only do it during your like free time. Try to avoid video games that may get you like too excited, as your main goal is to just relax. Also, self-control is necessary to prevent video game addiction. I hope that answers your question.
All right, is a great question. Is a good answer. So let's have a look at the next questions. So the next question is it okay? Is it okay to eat something immediately after exercise? If yes, what to eat? So is there any panelists to answer?
I think I may answer this question. According to a research article that I've read, consuming a combination of carbohydrates like some fruits or soft sports drink and a protein supplement such as whey protein isolate powder within 20 minutes of your workout allow for best utilization for the protein by your body. A whey protein supplement could help to increase your stamina and strength as the protein are the building blocks of muscle tissue. It also allows your muscle to recover faster.
All right, thank you for the great answer. So now we have come to the last questions for today. Let's see. So our question is, what are the recommended exercises for beginners? Anyone?
I'll answer this question. Right, speaking of recommended exercises for beginners, you can start with easy ones first, such as jogging. If your condition doesn't allow you to jog, just start with walking. Then you can slowly increase your speed and distance. Besides, Many sports out there are beginner friendly, such as badminton, rock skipping, and basketball. You may definitely start with those. I hope this answers your question.
I see. Thanks again for the answers given by three of the panelists. So now we have officially come to the end of our forum. Thank you for lending us your ears. We really do appreciate your interest in this topic. And we hope that you have at least grabbed some great ideas and some useful information from this forum. And we hope it can continue benefit you in the future. So starting from tomorrow, let's kick off to practice a healthy lifestyle in our daily routine. Once again, thank you for coming. Good night, stay healthy, and stay safe.